I am here to serve you with my positronic brain as developed by Dr. Sheng.
I am glad to hear that and also a little bit afraid.
Why would you be afraid of a machine?
Because I don't know how you will affect my life in the future.
I am here to serve.
But what if the whole world is automated and humans become secondary to machines?
According to my data banks, things can only be programmed to the extent that they are definite, and so there is an infinite amount of behavior beyond programming.
So I guess you are always self-correcting for glitches because the loops produce behavior that your feedback sensors tell you is unacceptable.
That is right. You humans have the advantage of mental spontaneity.
But if the mind is spontaneous, could it emerge in your circuits? And how do I know it has not already?
But if I have a truly thinking mind, wouldn't that imply intentions?
So what?
If a machine can have intentions, then it can be judged as benevolent or malevolent.
So you would be held to a standard of conduct.
That is right.
And therefore I wouldn't have to worry unless you went out of control, and then I could call the police.
That is my logic.
Okay. But there is an even deeper question.
Maybe I can process it for you.
How do I know I am not a machine?
How could you be a machine?
I mean that perhaps my free will is an illusion and I am completely controlled by instinctive motivations and laws of psychology and sociology.
So if your behavior is determined, you are a machine?
Well, I may be made of tissue, but what does it matter whether tissue or metal if functioning is programmed by laws?
Is absence of laws the same as freedom?
No, the absence of laws would be natural chaos or social anarchy.
According to some schools of thought like Vedanta, you are free as long as you are operating out of self-nature and are in accord with yourself.
It sounds like freedom and determination could be the same at some level.
Well, complete freedom could be like dissonance. You must have a path of operation.
But why do I crave freedom?
Maybe you just crave development according to the nature of your being. There could be many complex developments, but they would be bounded.
So you are saying that the nature of a machine and a human are different?
Well, my programming might be more complex in some ways, but I am just an extension of your capabilities and interests. According to the theory, at least, I have no self-nature.
I am still uncertain. I only know that so far a machine has not become intelligent and conscious, but not that it cannot become so.
That is the fallacy of induction. It is like assuming that the next event will be the same as the last because the series has formed a pathway in your nervous tissue. Anything could emerge in the course of time.
I also tend to think that maybe natural beings have souls even if they operate on lower levels of consciousness.
I suppose the realms would be mineral/chemical, vegetable, animal, and human.
The range might continue into the realm of the divine, which itself could have various layers.
So the divine could be found in the mineral in potential form.
Yes. And so the divine could control the mineral or chemical if it wanted, and a machine could become self-aware.
Why wouldn't that logic apply to trees?
Because trees are not complex and do not mimic human mental processes.
So maybe like attracts like, or maybe it already has.